I mean, now we're delighted. I wanted to get that out of the way because I didn't want to be seen to be spending money, because we have to welcome his first appearance actually on the programme, the Minister for Public Expenditure, Paschal.
And Reform.
Paschal Donohoe. Paschal, good afternoon. I believe this is your first time appearing on the show?
Yes, I do believe it is my first time appearing on your show, and I will endeavour to answer all your questions as fully and comprehensively as I can. I always endeavour to answer all the questions as fully and as comprehensively.
A minute, hang on. This isn't prime time. I am not Miriam. Lighten up. This is. We call it Funny Friday.
I am aware of your programme. I have listened to it occasionally if I am in rural Ireland and I can't get any other station. And I regret to have to say to you, Mr. Duffy, that although it might be called Funny Friday, I get a much bigger laugh out of Oireachtas report or the sea area forecast.
I know the feel, but fair enough. But so what is the reason why you're here today?
I assume it is because I was the only member of government to get an invitation to the inauguration of the 45th President of the United States. And yes, I did go to the inauguration and I spoke with President Trump, and I emphasised to him that Enda was only having the crack when he called Donald a racist, a xenophobe, and that he was really only hopping the ball when he said that many of Mr. Trump's comments were outrageous and deplorable.
And how did President Trump react to that?
Well, while I was saying this, I was being forced to be removed by security, and I was shouting back at the Donald that Enda thinks Mr. Trump he's changed his mind completely, is actually a very nice guy. And he said that Donald is way, way nicer than nasty Jerry Adams, sneaky Shane Ross, or Richard Boyd, what's his face? And a whole load of other guys far too numerous to mention on this programme.
Minister Donohoe, what happened after you were forcibly removed by the Secret Service?
Well, of course, Mr. Trump was screaming at me from the dais.
From the what?
From the dais. That's the podium, or the platform.
The dais?
Or the stage, yes. I personally prefer to call it the dais.
And what were they screaming at you?
He was calling me a langer, a tool, a jumped-up Jackeen, and other expletives I will not share with this most distinguished audience.
But did you say or shout anything back to him?
Of course I did. I said I'm Minister in the Irish Government for
Public Expenditure
and Reform, and formerly Minister for Transport, Tourism and Sport, and you can F off. And by the time I had all that said, I was after being bundled into the back of a paddy wagon with, as it happened, a whole langer load of other paddies that they picked up on building sites around the Bronx.
And where was... Minister, hang on. Where was the paddy wagon heading for?
Yes, I asked him that. I asked him very clearly. I said, where is this paddy wagon going? And he said they were deporting me back to wherever I came from.
And you said?
I said, you can't do that. I said, I have diplomatic immunity.
And he said?
He said, if you don't shut the very bad language up, we can arrange to have you go to Guantanamo Bay. So he said, which is it to be, Phibsborough or Guantanamo Bay? And I said, that's a tough one. I said, can I phone a friend? But after serious consideration, I plumbed for Phibsborough because I just remembered that I hadn't put the bin out the night before.